Threading. Okay, and we're ready.
So let's talk about what program you're in at the Anglican School of Ministry.
I'm a member of the Foundations program. It's for laity that are interested in knowing more about the Bible, knowing more about the opportunities available in lay ministry.
And what prompted you to be interested in that?
I was searching for whether or not I should convert to Anglicanism, I guess you could say. I had visited an Anglican church in Australia where my children live, and then heard about St. Andrew's, and felt led to come and visit. And in my search, one Sunday they had talked about the school, and I was interested, and I felt God saying, look into it. I did, and decided to apply and see what it was all about. And that's next Sunday after I applied, one of my friends said, have you ever thought about going to the Anglican school? And I said, well, as a matter of fact, I applied on Friday. So it just felt like that God was leading me into the program.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, my questions aren't going to be on the interview. They're going to just cut to what you say. So,
Ooh, okay.
So, and the other thing is, if you need a cough or whatever, we can start back.
Okay.
We're going to cut 90% of what's on that camera.
So I guess I need to then kind of tell why I'm saying this, huh? If there's not a lead-in question.
No.
I don't.
You just comfortably answer the questions.
Okay.
And if we need to explain it, we can do that
with a voiceover
subtitle or something like that.
Okay.
So how did you? So after you fill out your application, kind of what was the next step, or I guess more importantly, what do you think the school has done for you?
Well,
it's a thinker.
That's a thinker. That went on the list, right? Well, first off, to be accepted into the school, I had to have a letter of recommendation from a pastor. And that prompted me to have a meeting with Matt Kessler. I wasn't quite ready to go to my pastor of my current church at the time and say, this is what I feel like God's leading me to do this. I was still attending that church for the 9 o'clock service and coming here at 11, singing in the choir. And so it was recommended to me that I go meet with Matt. And that was a wonderful decision. Matt and I had a wonderful talk about Anglicanism, about the school as well, but he encouraged me to take the newcomers class to find out what St. Andrew's was all about. In so doing, then I was confirmed in April and felt that God was leading me here. So the school was a part of my journey in becoming an Anglican and in coming to St. Andrew's.
So once you were confirmed, though, what made you want to continue to take more courses at the school?
I found that there was a lot of it was explaining to me even more about worship. I decided that I needed to get back to the heart of worship. And the courses that I took and the explanation of church history was my first course. And even though I had had some church history in college, that was many years ago. And I had a different perspective now. So I took church history, and then the next course I took was Anglicanism. I had just been confirmed, and they offered Anglicanism. So I thought, well, I better see what I've joined. And then I took Old Testament survey last fall. Those are the 3 courses I've taken thus far. What it's done for me, though, is it has helped taking the class and then being in worship. It really helps to explain why we do what we do in worship. And it's more meaningful now when I take the sacraments, when I, just the liturgy in itself. I came from a non-liturgical church. So the school has deepened my faith and my walk with God.
Great. What's your uh-huhs?
Are you hearing those?
A little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was.
Yeah, it's a pretty
sensitive mic.
Pretty hot mic.
Okay, I'll eliminate those. So tell us about the faculty of the school that you've had experience with, not necessarily by name, but just talk a little bit about What do you think of the faculty?
Okay. I've taken three courses under two faculty members. Both of them have been excellent, different, but excellent. What I've liked is that we have had, the classes I've been in, we had students, one from Connecticut, one from Florida, one from Wyoming, one from Texas, as well as from here in Little Rock. And the format that we found to be the best was that we met in my home and had a WebEx session. So those of us in Little Rock would gather around the table and had the interaction with our instructor. But the instructor was on a WebEx camera, and we had little thumbnails on the computer of the other students. So it really gave us a sense of being in the same room. The instructors are very knowledgeable. They're very sensitive to letting us talk and having group discussion even under that format. But yet they're facilitators. And they did bring in extra material from their studies to the topics as well.
So what are your plans for the future in terms of the school? What do you anticipate doing in the future?
I do plan to finish the Foundations course of study. So there's 3 more courses. New Testament was supposed to be this semester, and it was canceled for this semester, which turned out in my work life to be good because I've been really busy. So I'm taking a sabbatical. But I do want to take New Testament and also Anglican worship, and then the last one is theology.
And how does this format and all that stuff kind of compare to other education that you've received, especially biblical or scriptural education, theological education? How would you compare what goes on at ASM to what you've experienced in other places?
The other study that I did that was rather intense was a Bible study fellowship course, and so it was totally different, and because it was a lot of questions and answers and then discussion, and also that was, my goodness, 30 years ago or more that I took that. So I had really not had any courses other than Sunday school, etc., in probably 30 years. So the web and the computer age has broadened the possibilities in the classroom.
If you had someone ask you if they were considering going into the Foundations program, what would you tell them?
Absolutely. That it's. I'm very happy that I did it. It also led me to search what I was supposed to do in my life, where God was leading me. And He has led me out of my comfort zone into leading a small group study of single women, or we say living single. We have some ladies that are married but their husbands don't attend. But we have a study every other week, books on Christian literature. And that was totally out of my comfort zone. But the class has truly helped me in that regard.
Good. I like that. Yeah.
Is that it?